13 years old. Okay. I need to stop here. It's art critique time, but this time I'm looking at photos of me. So that's how you lot really see me. I'm a bit nervous if I'm going to be real, but grab popcorn and a drink and let's go. Hey people, it's Temi if you're new here, and it's the last Tuesday of the month, so you already know it's time for Temi Trash Talks Your Art. So this is a series where I give you honest feedback, and if you've seen the other videos in the series, I'll link the playlist here. I'm not actually going to trash talk your art, so it's more of a critique session rather than a roast. So for today's, I got a comment asking me to react to fan art, and I thought, what a great idea, so that's what we're doing for this month. To be fair, I'm not going to lie to you. When I started to see fan art of myself, I didn't know how to feel. It's a bit like, you guys really want to draw me? Not while I'm screw facing in my thumbnails. But if you did want to find a picture of me to draw, I've got a personal Instagram where I post my face sometimes. If you want me to critique your art in a future video, just use the hashtag Teminators on Instagram so that I can see it. And maybe I'll be reacting to your art next month. But for today's, I'm sure even if your art wasn't chosen, you still get tips and tricks to help you with your drawing, especially if you want to learn to draw dark skin. So let's get straight to it. I'll be looking down at my phone. Guys, I'm actually scared. So the first one I can see is by Crafty Cranall. Firstly, I'd just like to say, being amongst the greats in this picture is just incredible. The caption says, I drew/painted all my favorite art YouTubers in the preferred mediums. And I think that's just amazing. To master one medium. If you guys saw my mystery art video where I was trying to do acrylic paint, you know that I can be a professional at one medium and then have no clue what's going on in another. So the fact that you're able to use all of these different mediums is just incredible. But I'm just going to talk about my portrait in this piece. And I think you've done a great job, honestly. I can see that you've used color pencils. I love the rich golden tones that I'm seeing in the skin tones. My eyeliner is on point. My eyebrows are cute. I'm definitely here for this drawing. So points of improvement, I would just say, in the skin, so with color and pencils in general, my preferred style is the more opaque finish. I think it just looks beautiful with color pencil work. So I would say just a step further. So you've got each of the colors almost placed there intentionally. The next step is just to blend them even more. One more layer over the top of this would really take it to the next level. Another point of improvement, and I speak about this quite often probably, but it's to do with your shadow colors. So I can see that you've used like a darker brown for the shadows, and maybe I should put it on a t-shirt. Where are the purples? Because for real, purple for shadows is your best friend. For dark skin, a dark blue works so well as well. But yeah, I wish for some of the shadows by the neck, I wish you just went even further with some of the colors that you've chosen. Other than that, your proportions, I think you can work on it a little bit, but I can definitely see what you were going for, and I think you've done a great job. This next one is from XONN_XONN, and this is just beautiful. Oh my gosh, you made me look so angelic and radiant, and thank you. Even the line work on its own, I'm really here for it. Oh my gosh, what a mugshot. And you managed to create something nice from that, so thank you. So points of improvement for me, I'm pretty sure this is digital art. I don't know the last thing about digital art. Just in terms of the skin, I think you've got really nice highlights. I wish you went deeper with the shadows. So I can see that you've got highlights by the cheeks and the bridge of the nose, but you want even darker shadows, you know, by the nose just to differentiate it a little more. You know, all of the extra detail, the lines around the eyes, you know, those extra bits of detail I think would have been great. And then I think my final bit for you is just around more detail. So the teeth are pretty difficult, and I don't think my reference picture was a particularly good one for teeth anyway, but you don't want this kind of rough outline. You want to kind of slide shadows just separating each tooth, and you definitely want to come back in with the highlight color a little bit more. But I think you've done an amazing job. I love this pink gradient background. I'm definitely feeling the vibe against the navy top. So well done. Now this one is by creative_wonder_arts, and it's a graphite drawing. Okay, this is cute. This is cute. I could definitely instantly tell which picture you drew here. This was an old profile picture, I'm sure of it. I think you've done a pretty good job with the proportions. That eyeliner is sharp. I think that's a common theme. Everyone's got my eyeliner looking good. And for a first step with the shading, you've definitely got good highlights and midtones. So for your next steps, you definitely want to go deeper with the shadows. I've got a video where I talked about tips to master realism, and it will really help you with your graphite drawing. So I'll link the video up in the cards. But right now you've got values up until the midpoint, but you want to get deep and dark with your shadows as well. The way you can trick your mind to make sure you're doing that, I showed it in the video, but you get a tonal values card, and it basically shows you how dark you can go. So it's almost a visual reminder that, okay, against this white background, it feels like I'm going pretty dark, but actually this isn't the darkest I could go. So it just gives you more confidence to be able to do that. And if you compare how dark the eyeliner is, and I think you might have used a fine liner or something, you can see that then the skin and the hair looks pretty light in comparison to that. So you want to go even deeper. And other than the shadows, with detail for the hair, you've got a really nice flow. I really like the flow. You want to go deeper with the shadows like I've just said, but you also want to come back with an eraser or an X-Acto knife and bring back the highlights, bring back the extra strands. And if you can master your values, so going really deep with the shadows and bringing back those sharp highlights, your drawing is just going to level up, trust me. And this one is by Aman Khan to 999. And this is really nice. You know what I was just saying about all of the values? Aman is showing us how it's done. So Aman has got a good amount of values, you know, not scared to go deep and dark. And even this was on lined paper. I hope you didn't do this at school. But you've done a really great job. And the hair, the detail in the hair, I'm here for it. I definitely see a likeness. I like the way that you've done the skin as well. So well done to you. To be honest, I think you're already at a good level. What I would say is watch the proportions a little bit. The eyes are looking a little bit big. And maybe this is really what my eyes look like. I don't know. But the eyes are just looking a tiny bit big. But also the shadowing in the eyes. And that might actually be what I'm thinking about. So the whites of the eyes aren't complete white. So definitely work on the actual shadows on the inside of the eye. And then the other thing would be the highlights. So you've done it a little bit for some of the skin, but the brightest highlights, you know, sometimes you see it with like the inner corner or like the tops of the cheeks, those bright highlights, I want to see those come back. And then finally, the bright highlights of the hair. I feel like on the right side of the drawing, you've done a really great job with the hair. But for the left side, if you added more detail, maybe with an eraser, just to bring back the highlights, I feel like that would just level up this drawing, but well done. Next, we've got this one by Official MD Art. And this is so nice. I can tell instantly what picture you used for this one. I feel like even just from the line work, my smize is smizing. I think it looks really nice. To be honest, I just can't wait to see this color. I think if you color this, it will just look spectacular. In terms of improvements, I think you've got the proportions pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty great outline. The only thing I can think of is maybe the lips. It's looking a little bit lopsided to me, but I think the remainder of it looks pretty spot on. Next, we have Estefania_art. And this, I'm sure some of you guys have seen this on my community tab because I posted the speed drawing video because I saw that also. But this is simply incredible. Absolutely amazing. The glow of the skin. The hand! That hand looks, that hand looks more real than my actual hand. I am in awe. Even the creases under my eyes, I can see myself in this picture. Even the eyebrows, like, girl. I love the finish of this, and you just got the smooth, rich skin. Now, this is actually beautiful. Improvements, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'll have to be really nitpicking here. I can't see lower lashes on this side. Other than that, I feel like my face looks a little bit round. Maybe my face really looks like that. You know when you see portraits of yourself and you're like, maybe that's what I actually look like. But it feels a little bit round and I'm not sure. Maybe it's the shadows. If you brought the shadow color up a little bit higher, I don't know. But what I do know is that you've done an exquisite job. Next, we have Mug.ad, and it says sketch by my daughter. Wonder how old your daughter is. But this is incredible. This is amazing. I already know which picture this is from. I think you've got the proportions spot on. The tonal values in the hair. I can see the movement of the hair. It's looking very cute. I really love this style as well. And I really love the way the lips are done. There's just something about the shading there that I'm really here for. And once again, the eyeliner is looking snatched. So I'm here for that. Points of improvement with the skin blending. I think you've done a good starting point with some of the values. So I can see, you know, the sharp white and I can see it going really dark. So well done for that. The only thing I would say is maybe with the blend of the skin. So take a little bit more care with that. I know blending sometimes gives this kind of effect. So maybe if you use tissue paper wrapped around your finger and just, you know, really blend it out, I think that could help. Also with the detail of the hair, it's almost like you left it a little bit halfway because you've got some of the deepest values and I'm here for it. You've got the highlights, but just the strands are just combine it, you know, just to make it look kind of complete. Some of the strokes look like you started but then stopped. So, you know, just combine the highlights and the shadows there. I think that would go great. Another thing is the shadow around the neck. So you've done almost like an outline, and I think that's the right shadow value to go, but you want to blend that softer so that it's not just like, you know, a line around the face, so that it then blends it down into the neck. The final thing would be the chest / arm, again with the blending, so take a little bit more care there, but I think this is a fantastic start. Next, we have this one from creative_wonder_art_20. The caption says, yet another portrait of Temi Danso. This is a third piece. I haven't seen any others. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is my second drawing of Temi. I did one a few months ago, but recreated it in color. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. This brings me so much joy, like the yellows. Oh, no, I love this. Okay, let's find the first one. So this was the first one that we looked at ages ago in the video. Okay, cool. So already I can see a big improvement from that first graphite one to this painted one. So well done already. But I really love this. I think you've done the skin really nice. I love the flow of the hair. I really like the colors you chose. Improvements with this one quickly. A little bit more detail. I think you've got really good base colors and a little bit on the skin. So deeper with the shadows, like I've been saying, but also the highlights of the hair, you know, just to add to the movement that we can see. But well done. And then this one, you know what? I can tell that you watch my videos because I'm always chatting about the purples, and I can see even the improvements. 13 years old. Okay. I need to stop here. I actually feel tears coming in my eyes because, oh my God, at age 13, you know what? I'm even just happy seeing the progress from the first portrait to this one. You have learned so much and you have done an incredible job. So well done to you. And it just means so much to be the subject of your art piece. And I can just tell that your art journey is just going to go from strength to strength. Keep practicing because you're going to get there. For this one, improvement, think about and work on the shadows around the nose. I think you've done great by really going for it with your shadows. So well done. Now just think about the shape of the shadow. The shadow also wouldn't be so harsh. So you want to blend it out a little bit more. And for the skin color, you've done well with the shadows and the midtones. For the highlights, you want to make sure that the brown blends it a little bit more so you can really get to the deepness of my skin tone. But this is a great start. I'm so happy about your progress and your growth. Okay, next we've got artist.RebeccaLS2018. And the caption says, day 95 of sketching portraits every day. So firstly, kudos to you because that is not easy to be doing daily portraits. Well done to you. But also, I think you've got most of the elements there. And I find that beginners tend to go really light with their values. So well done for going really deep with the skin. But for next steps, you want to work on your proportions. So just spend a little bit more time making sure that you've got the proportions in the right place. Okay, you put the reference next to it, not a mugshot. But if you notice on the reference picture, my head looks like it's tilted a little bit, and in your drawing, my head is tilted the other way. So spend a little bit more time on the sketch. I mean, the first thing I would say is find a better reference picture because the way I'm even in this picture, I don't know. But yes, I think your skin shading is pretty good. On the opposite side, you don't want to go too dark either. So you want to bring back the highlights. You started doing it around the eyes and under a little bit. But if you look at the reference, the apples of my cheeks are the lightest areas, the forehead. You really want to bring back the lights there. But I think your work will really level up if you improve your proportions. But great start. Next, we have this one from Ananda Harleen. And this is simply beautiful. You've even got me looking athletic. Like... like, you know, I'm really looking like a serious somebody. So thank you for that. I love the detail in the hair. Oh my gosh, those light strands that you can see coming back from the deep dark. Your values, sick. You know, the shadow around the nose, the shadow on the shoulder, even how deep and dark the hair is. I think you've done an amazing job. I mean, I don't have the reference picture here, but for improvements, the only thing that's coming to mind is that by the hair, you want a little bit more shadows on that side, the right side of the drawing, because it looks like my forehead is going into the hair a little bit, you know? And to be honest, this kind of looks like a mistake because you've got the perfect shadowing on the other side going down the face. So, you know, just that forehead bit. And then also the neck. I'm not really sure what's going on there. But again, I can't see the reference, so I can't say. Maybe my neck really does look like that. But yeah, maybe a smoother finish on the neck. I need to see the reference to know. But this is fantastic, so well done. Next, we've got this one by Dyers_GFX. And you have my skin glowing! I am shook. Your knowledge around skin. I am just this glow. I just cannot get over the glow. I think you've done a fantastic job with the proportions, the details, even the glow for the hair. You know, care was given even to the arm, to the top. But this face, can we just get into this glow? Can we just get into it? And the proportions, like that is my nose. This is just incredible. Incredible. You have such an eye for color. I can't get over the skin. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I could tell you to improve. If I really needed to nitpick, okay, I look at the eyes and I'm like, those are my eyes. All of those creases, that's my eyes. I look at the nose, that's my nose. I even look at the earring and I'm like, that's my earring. But the lips, they're looking a little bit like somebody else's lips. So if I really had to nitpick, I don't have the reference picture here, so I can't say anything specifically. But something about the lips is just a little bit, are those my lips? But you've done an incredible job, so well done to you. Next, we have Art, and you've done a nice job. I love the vibrancy of the skin, and I love the reds that are just pushing through. I know the reference already, and I think you've done a really nice job. Also, I love the fact that you didn't shy enough for this side profile, because side profiles are not easy. So well done to you. I love the colors in the skin. I love the fact that for the shadows, I'm seeing, you know, some more reds. For the next step, I want to see some more purples. You know, I want the blue for the deeper shadows. Also, next steps as well. If you look at the reference picture, my head is leaning down. What I do that helps me when I draw my outlines is, so if the face is face on, then I'll draw a line across so that I know that I can position the eyes in the right place. So if I'm leaning like this, then I want to, you know, draw a horizontal line just so that I'm sure that the eye placement is in the right place and the whole thing, you know, goes with the placement. I hope that makes sense. I will do a sketching video in the future, but I hope that helps. Other than proportions, you want to work a little bit on your blend. So just try to go in softer, lighter layers with your coloring pencils and you produce a really nice smooth blend. But well done. And the final one I've got for today is from Adebayor.zero. And this is so nice. It's a biro drawing. Oh my gosh, I love this style. Can I just say, you just made me look dynamic. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm so here for this style. And I love the fact that with your values, you know, you've gone really deep and dark and you've also left the sharp white highlights. I really love this style. I think you've done an absolutely fantastic job. I also love the fact that, you know, everything is shaded in one direction. I think that's something that's really cool about some biro drawings that I've seen. This is a very nice drawing. For improvement, I would just say work on your proportions a little bit more. So there's some parts of the proportions, especially, I think you've got like the positions of the features mostly right, but around the outline of the face, it looks a little bit off. But I'm also here for this sharp jaw you gave me. I don't know if it's real. And yeah, I love this, you know, sharp highlight to mid-tone. And I love this style so much that I wouldn't even say work on your blending because I feel like this is such a dynamic style. So I'm so here for it. Other than that, you want to work on some of the detail for the hair. It looks like you just shaded it anyhow. And that kind of style worked for the face, but my edges are looking... You just want to put a little bit more care to the hair and the rest of the hair, just so that the curls are really coming through. But well done. And that's all we've got. So thank you everyone for taking the time to draw me. Honestly, I'm even speechless. The person that drew me 3 times, that's just amazing. So thank you so much. I've teased this before, so some of you guys might know I've got a Skillshare class coming where I drew a self-portrait and I go through all of the details that you'll ever need for your color pencil drawings, everything broken down step by step. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I am still working on it, so keep an eye out for that. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to be in the next one, use #Teminators on Instagram so that I can see your artwork. But take care and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.